Okay, so today is Wednesday, June 26th, and I was just reflecting on my most recent video about assuming. Um so this is a little extension to that video about assuming. When I was talking about assuming and how, we don't know people on social media. We don't know their family, we don't know their history, and we really don't know their full entire life story of all that they've been through, etc., etc. Um, so just to add to that, to extend to that video, what I want to add to that is everything that I said in that video about assuming that doesn't only apply to people on social media. It actually really just applies to people and in life in general. It's like you really never know a person's story and all that they've been through and all that they've survived and overcome. Everything that they've had to overcome in their whole life. Um, It's like I was saying about we don't wear these shirts, that tell all the obstacles and trials and tribulations that we've all had in our lives. No one walks around with a t shirt that says, you know, I was wrongfully convicted of a crime and served 20 years in prison for it. Nobody wears that shirt. Nobody wears a t shirt that says, I'm blind in one eye because I survived a gunshot wound to the head. You know, Nobody wears a t shirt that says, I'm a victim of incest and had two kids by my biological father. No one wears a t shirt that says, I lost all four of my kids in a house fire, or I attempted suicide 15 times. No one wears these shirts. So, and these are everyday things that in situations that happen in people's lives. No one wears a shirt that says, my baby was stillborn because I was physically abused through my whole pregnancy. Nobody wears these shirts, people. And these are situations and scenarios that happen and occur in everyday life to everyday people. In passing, that we don't know. No one wears a shirt that says, I'm adopted and I've been looking for my biological mother for 30 years. These are situations and scenarios that happen and occur to everyday people. People we see in a grocery store, people you may go to school with, you may work with, people you see in the post office, even some people that's your friends. You really never know all of what a person has been through and all that they've survived. No one wears the shirt that says, me and my 6 kids are living in my minivan. No one wears these shirts. We really don't know all a person's story, all of what they've been through, and all of what they've had to overcome. You don't know these things about people, you know? So, with that being said, I also want to add, we have to all be fragile with each other because we don't know what the next person is going through or what they've been through. You don't know these things until they actually open their mouth and tell their story and tell you. And some people are just so downright ashamed, embarrassed, insecure, whatever, about what they've been through that they'll never even open up and tell you these things. You know? You never know a person's whole story. And it was something, you know, I'm glad I took the time and I sat and reflected on that because, you know, I know that I can be a judgmental person at times. And I feel like we all can to some degree. I feel like everyone can be judgmental and prejudiced to some degree because number one, we're on the outside looking in of other people's lives that we, like I said, we don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. We don't have all the facts. You don't know these things about people. And, you know, that was just something that kind of opened my mind more that I have to stop being so judgmental. If I don't want others judging me, I shouldn't be judging people either. Because just like they don't know my whole life story and all of what I've been through, I don't know theirs either. You know, you don't know these things. These are things that happen to everyday people. All those things I just said, you know. So we have to be fragile and careful with each other because we don't know what people have been through. And we really all have to stop being judgmental and stop treating people based off of who and what we believe they are and what their life story has been. Because in all actuality, if you don't know them, actually know them, you don't know what they've been through. You don't. So that's all I wanted to add as an extension of my most previous video. Let's not assume anything about anybody ever. And let's stop judging each other because we don't know each other's story. We don't.